But ultimately, my acne did not clear up until I was at least 4 to 5 months into a low-fat, raw vegan diet, and vegan ethical. So I also had a question about, am I vegan for the animals? 100%. I'm an ethical vegan, but I'm raw for my health. Happy Tuesday, my friends! Welcome to another Lissa vlog video. Not sure what we're gonna talk about today, but we'll see. I just got back from a little hangout with my mama. My mom is going back to Canada. She's moving back. She has lived here in Ashland for about a year, and she just wants to end this chapter of her life and start another one again in Edmonton. So she's going back to Canada. And we hung out today, got a library card. She showed me her little jar huggers. They're crocheted jar huggers. They're great for mason jars to carry around and all that good stuff. So she sells those, and she showed me some. She gave me a little pink one. She made me a little neck warmer scarf. That was really cool. And yeah, now I'm home and gonna work more on my yoga video for Studio X in Edmonton. And I've got my little Jai, my sweet Jai. He's hanging out with me and you guys here, and I have my lunch. I did have a snack at NW Raw, but this is my lunch salad, you guys. Check it out. It's got the barbecue vinaigrette dressing, which you can find in Meal Plan Volume 3. And that's on sale on Amazon. It's also right now, if you're watching this and it's still Tuesday, you can get 20% off ebooks with code NEWBOOK. And that link is in the description below. Or you can head to this link right here, use code NEWBOOK for 20% off ebooks. And again, the print versions are on sale on Amazon, but all of those links are in the description box below. So if you're interested in that, you can head down. And I know I'm gonna get people asking, what is my eye makeup? Because I get asked a lot. This is Lolita palette from Kat Von D. So I also wear the Go Big or Go Home mascara, which you can also find links in the description box below if you're interested in that. Yeah, so what's new? I had somebody ask how we do groceries. So let's see. How do we do the groceries? I go to Safeway, which is down the street, or Market of Choice, and sometimes the Co-op. They have a lot of organic produce. I really like Market of Choice because they have most of their produce isn't in plastic. So you can just grab it, put it in your cloth bags. Safeway is great though it's close and it's a little bit less expensive than Market of Choice, but it depends. Some stuff I can't get at Safeway. I want to call it Superstore. I used to shop at Superstore all the time in Canada, and I miss Superstore a lot. But on Sunday is when Nate and I do our bigger shop. We go to Food for Less and Winco, Costco, and I think that's it. Oh, Cash and Carry. Because Cash and Carry is where we get like really, really inexpensive stuff. Like we can get a gigantic bag of shredded cabbage for like $4. We can get those 6 packs of romaine hearts for $2.95 if they're on sale. Regular, they're around $4 each, and we go through a lot of them, so we have to buy in bulk. We also call Food for Less because they set aside big boxes of ripe bananas for us, and they tag them down to $4.99. So there are plenty of times where we get big giant boxes of bananas for $5, and we'll get 2 or 3 cases at a time because, you know, nice cream. But yeah, that's how we do the shopping. We do it mostly on Sunday, and then during the week, if we need anything, I will either go to the stores I mentioned, or Nate will stop off somewhere during the week if we forgot something or we need something for a recipe that we want to make or whatever. But that's typically how we do it. And then we prep in the morning. As you guys have probably seen, we prep our food in the morning for lunch, and then since I'm home, I can make it for dinner. If I had a 9-to-5 job, I would probably now that I'm waking up at 5 a.m., I would probably do prep work for dinner at home and just leave it in the fridge until dinner time. But I do have time. I do have that bonus of being here. So I do turn off everything at around 4:30 and I go downstairs and start making things for dinner so that dinner's ready for when Nate gets home. Because when Nate gets home, we want to eat and then take Koba out for a walk and, you know, move our digestion, get that going. And then we spend about an hour or two just kind of chilling, hanging out with Jacob if he's here, and then we're off to bed around 8:30. So sometimes we do stay up late. Like last night we stayed up a little bit later because we were talking to Jonah on the phone. He's in Portland, so it was really nice to chat with him. And then Nate was working on his video a little bit, and we didn't get to bed until a little later than we wished, but we slept in this morning. So we didn't get to do our 5 a.m. club. We were up around 7-ish, and I got our lunches ready anyways, but it really makes you realize how awesome your morning routine is when you don't do it. I just felt off all day, not very organized. I really wish that I would have done it. But yeah, we just slept in, and just a lesson, another lesson. That's really all it is. Nothing to be, I don't kick myself over it. I know what I need to do tomorrow. That's what you do when you slip up. If you guys slip up on your diet, if you make a bad decision, if you make a different decision from what you would want to make, don't kick yourself. Learn from it. That's the biggest thing that you can do, is learn from your slip ups. If you sleep past your alarm, analyze the situation. Why did you sleep in? Why did you eat what you ate? What pushed you to make that decision? What was the ultimate moment where you decided to actually eat the thing that you did? And once you figure out the why you decided to do what you did, or what made you do what you did, then you can find a solution. And that's why we learn when we fail, because I mean, a lot don't learn when they fail. They just keep repeating the same thing. But if you learn from your mistakes and you figure out a way to avoid the mistake in the next day or whatever, because ultimately we're going to be faced with these things over and over and over again. Like, people ask if I ever crave things on a raw vegan diet, and yeah, I do. It's normal. It's part of being alive in this society. Walk by a restaurant that smells like French fries, I'm probably going to remember eating French fries. Or if I see something in the news feed, like some really awesome looking vegan lasagna, it's going to make me think of vegan lasagna. And these things come up. They're natural and it happens, but it's how you cope with it, how you deal with it, and how you keep on your focus and keep on your path. So if you do happen to slip up, take it as a learning opportunity. Say, yes, I slipped up. Now I can learn from it. So the next time you're in that situation, because like we said, it's inevitable. You're going to happen to be in that situation again at some point. What can you do differently to avoid that? How can you change so that you make a different, better decision in that moment? So if you guys slip up, no big deal. That's what I would recommend. And then somebody else asked also, what would be the quickest and easiest way to go raw? And this is kind of a fully loaded question, because there are a lot of ways to do a raw vegan diet, and some of them work and some of them don't for certain people. I found, for me personally, the high fat raw, I could never stick to it because I was eating a lot of fats. It was causing me to have cravings, tiredness, sluggishness. I always felt when I was eating higher fat. So it just didn't work for me. And it doesn't work for many people because it prevents insulin from getting sugar into your cells. The only way that it works for certain people is they have to limit their sugars, so their fruits and most vegetables, down to almost nothing, which isn't very sustainable long term. But an appropriate amount of fat, I would say anything between 5 and 20% fats is appropriate. But the easiest way to go raw vegan is to just replace the calories that you're eating currently that are cooked or animal based, and replace them with fruits and vegetables. The easiest way is to grab Chronometer and start entering food and learning what foods have what in them, and just learn your foods, learn what is going into your body. So I do highly recommend grabbing Chronometer, the app, and just playing around with it, seeing what you're eating and what you should be eating, figuring out your fat percentage and all of that. I went raw overnight, but I did have, 10 years of trial and error behind me, but I never tried the low fat version. So definitely recommend just jumping in if you can. If you have gut digestion issues, bloating, gas, that kind of thing, you might need to start slower, which is cool too. If you need to start slower and add, half a salad with your baked potato or whatever, just get rid of the oils and animal products first and you're golden. Really, you can eat the cooked food and then slowly with time replace that with more raw if you want. But it's honestly the animal products and the oils that are causing the most problems, and the processed foods, obviously. I mean, these are all things that we should be getting out of our diet anyways. Some people might say that olive oil is good, but if you want olive oil, just eat the olive. It's, whole food, plant-based, whole food, which means not extracted. Oil is extracted, it's 100% fat, no fiber. So it's much more beneficial to eat the whole olive or the whole coconut or, the whole almond or whatever oil that you use. But though that would be probably my best tip, would be just get rid of the animal products and the oils and then slowly start replacing the cooked food that you're eating with raw food and have big gigantic salads like this. Eat more often, eat enough, eat lots of variety, and make sure that you don't go into like starvation fads like detoxes and cleanses and all of that. Honestly, you just have to get rid of all of the offending foods and just eat an abundance of fresh, vibrant, healthy foods. And I wanted to share with you guys also, I was thinking of all the hydration, and it got me really excited to share this. I was playing around in my computer and I was looking at some older files that I have, and there is some videos of me when I had severe acne and inflammation going on. So I'm going to share those right here with you side by side so you can see the difference. I am wearing foundation and blush today, but my acne is gone. So I will get 1 or 2 pimples here and there every couple months, random, nothing really too severe, and they heal up pretty fast. But back then, I was having a bad time with no matter what I did the raw meat thing, I did the raw eggs and the raw dairy. We had access to a local farmer that had raw dairy and eggs, and I would get those. I ate raw meat when I was a raw foodist back in, I don't even know what year it was, like 2005 or something like that. But ultimately, my acne did not clear up until I was at least 4 to 5 months into a low-fat, raw vegan diet, and vegan ethical. So I also had a question about, am I vegan for the animals? 100%. I'm an ethical vegan, but I'm raw for my health. So that's how I lay that out there. But my acne did go away. And the one video that I have of my face that's really inflamed, it's like super, super red, and I had just been like digging at it. And I did that. I really don't like that I was there, but it's part of my past and it's where I was at the time. I really didn't like my life. I really didn't like who I was, and I feel like I was causing all of this damage on my face to make myself not pretty, or to make myself feel the way or look the way I felt inside. And yeah, it was a tough time for me internally. I was dealing with a lot of feeling not good enough, like I'd mentioned in another video. But these were the videos of my face back then. And even about a month, the one with the red blotches, that was 45 days into my raw journey, but I stuck with it. I was like, this is going to heal me. I wouldn't say I believed it was like the be all end all, that it was going to heal me from everything, but I just knew that I wasn't offending my body anymore. I wasn't putting those foods into my body that were going to cause me more pain or keep me stagnant or make things worse. I wasn't offending my body anymore. So now my body could sit and be like, thank you. Now I can finally deal with all of this stuff without you constantly offending me or putting things in my body that are like I have to deal with. So now that my body was free from that, I was giving it a lot of hydration, tons of fiber. Like I was eating 2 salads a day, which I still do. And I believe that is what's kept me so balanced and so healthy over the years. It was plenty of greens, plenty of fruit, enjoying my savory stuff, my spices and all of that cool raw food. I believe that's kept me raw this long. So almost 5.5 years, I would say. It's getting there, 5.5 almost. And yeah, that's what I believe healed my skin. I'm so thankful to that girl in those videos. So grateful that she made the choice. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I saw them on my computer and I'm like, woo, these are good videos. And at the time that I took them, I really didn't want anyone to see them. I was like, this is not going online ever, ever, ever. I recommend that people who are on a journey take lots of photos. Whether you're going to show them or not is irrelevant. Take tons of photos because you never know if you're going to want them later on. I wish I had way more video of when I was like, it was even worse than that. And I didn't even want to film, but it was like tons of like scars. And like I one time had like this giant one that was like this big on my face. And it was really embarrassing because there's no makeup covers that up. No way. Like you can see, it's almost worse to have makeup on covering up those kinds of things. So yeah, just wanted to share that. And I think we're good for the day. We're already past 15 minutes. So I'm trying to keep these videos around 15 minutes, even though I could talk for like 4 hours, but I won't. I'll save it for another day. So if you guys like this video, please click like, subscribe to my channel to get notifications for more. You can click the little bell and it'll send notifications sent directly to you. I'm gonna enjoy the salad. Again, the dressing is from Meal Plan Volume 3. It's called Barbecue Vinaigrette, and you can grab ebook version of that right here. Print versions are available from Amazon if you follow the links in the description. Find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Raw Food Romance. Facebook is Lissa's Raw Food Romance, and on Snapchat, Lissa Raw Vegan. So until the next video, guys, see you tomorrow. Fruit on.